Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to Things I Did Wrong in OpenTTD Part 2, where I see if I can make a difference based on the things that we looked at in Part 1. So if you haven't seen Part 1, definitely go check that out. So I need to make sure I don't play the long game, just build what I need to build, get it done. Don't do bad signal spacing, save money, bigger spaces. I need to make sure I don't run out of trains. I am limited to 30 trains. I have set up this world here the same as the world that Spiffs set up. Now, it's not the same world, but it's got the same sort of settings and the same limitations, and inflation is on, just like it was in the live stream. I'm going to try and do diagonal lines instead of following the Manhattan grid. I'm going to avoid farmland because that's expensive. I'm not going to go straight to electric because that is, again, a premium that I don't want to have to pay at the beginning, even though electric trains are better. I'm going to make sure that I do place depots in a way which is appropriate at the time I'm placing them. So early on, they'll be quick and easy. Later on, we'll be improving them. And I won't be adding useless roads around the city. And hopefully, I'll remember to do mail and not have a train crash. So let's do that. I'm going to unpause the game and unpause a video I've got on my other screen, which is me in the live stream. So I'm going to be able to see what I was doing at exactly the same points. Now, in the live stream, I had a chance to view the map first. So I'm going to do that now before we start the timer or anything like that. This world, I think... Is this world smaller? I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. In the live stream, I thought I was going to have problems with people building in front of me and things like that. And in the early to mid-game, that wasn't a problem. It was only a problem later on. So this is the map of the world. Let's have a look at the town directory. This is what I did before the live stream. I went into population, and we just had a look at some of the biggest places. So I went around, and I was like, "Ooh, this one's actually quite good because it's big. There's a large amount of flat land around it. That could be one. Again, here, this one's quite big. There's some uneven land, but that's not too bad." This one's even better. This one's got no uneven land, and there's plenty of space around this one, actually. Okay, I've had to think about it, and we are going to go Bimbra Bay to Bimbra. Okay, two good cities, like I had in the live stream. We need to get ready to get started. Okay, so I had my station planned and ready, so let's get that open now. We are going to go with a 7 length, because the longer trains the better, because we're limited to 30 trains. And we're going to do number of tracks 2, because we're not playing the long game. We're just going to get a quick short station in there. I think just here will do. And we've got a station spread of 12, so I think that's going to cover most of the city. So that is a 7, and then plus I don't know what on the... Oh, hang on. Auto tool. Okay, so 7 is out to there. And then... Yeah, 12, it doesn't get us very far into the city, so it might actually be better to delete that house and that road. So we'll probably do that. Okay, so we're getting ready to start, and I'm unpausing the stream. We'll probably do a side-by-side thing, and we'll have a race with me. Here we go. So, yep, in the live stream, I just placed that down. Let's put the station in and start building the tracks. So we're doing a small station, we're not doing electric tracks, we're doing some simple nearby depots. That's all good. Then we're going to come over here, we're going to do a similar sort of station. Just pop it in. I'm already behind myself. Oh, and I misplaced the station as well. Okay, let's remove those two pieces and just put a bit at the back. There we go. Saves replacing the station. Okay. So again, just a simple depot, bit of signals. Now we're going to change those signal spacings to 6, save some money on that. We're going to build bridges over water. We're not going to pay for expensive bridges there. Okay. And I think we need to come diagonally straight across from here. And this is going to be a difficult one because we're going to have to do some bridging there. So let's remove these bits of track. We'll go to here. We're going to do as much diagonal as possible. This river is a nightmare, really. We're having to put a big bridge over it. I didn't have to spend money on a big bridge previously. And we're just going to go across... hang on. Diagonals. We're going to go up here and then just diagonal our way along. do as little land terraform as possible. And this is actually slower. This is slower than what I was in the live stream because I'm doing a little bit more complicated tracks. It's not as simple. Am I going to be able to get past? Okay, we'll do an extra little bit of track here to get past the... No, an extra bit there. Just so that we can get past this iron ore. There's a river here. We want to go around the top of that river. There we go. Now, what am I doing in the live stream? I am measuring out the bus depots and getting them in because we need to grow the cities. That is true. We do need to do that. This line is going to make me more money. It's going to be cheaper to build than the last one. It's going to make me more money. Okay, let's go down to... Oh, farmland. We're not going to build on farmland. We're going to do a little wiggle here. There's nothing wrong with a little wiggle. As long as you have one wiggle within a train length, it will not slow your trains down. Okay, more diagonal, and I think what we'll do is we'll go down like... No, not like that. Like this. There we go. Get as much diagonal in as possible because you can make up to like an extra third. Okay, so that's in. I think I've got my first train actually arriving at the other station on the in the live stream. But there we are. Signals are in. Let's get that train going. New vehicles. We're gonna have probably one of the diesels. This one, the UU diesel. Passenger carriages. We're gonna make it full length 7. And I'm not going to do any full load orders. I'm just going to get it to go backwards and forwards between the two to begin with. I might put full load orders in a bit. This is what I want to be our moneymaker. Okay, there we go. So our first train is out. Let's get into the city and sort the stations out. So in the live stream, I use spread stations, which means we can go as far back as that piece of road there. So let's get that in. I think it was this one. There we go. So you can see we got good coverage over the city from that point. Let's do some good coverage there. And we'll have coverage here. And I think that's pretty much the entire city, but it would be nice just to spread it out just a touch to there. Okay, that's end covered. Where's the train? I left it in the depot. Okay, let's get that going. So now in the live stream, I'm doing the city growing stuff. So yes, I am a little bit behind. The other tracks that I built was just big and straight. How far back into the town I can go to there? Okay. This one isn't going to have as good a coverage. Maybe I should have built on the farmland, but I'm trying to avoid that. Okay, what's the maximum distance I can build back? Okay, over there. I'm just using track to measure. Sometimes I use track to measure. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the mail with the train. Is that all part of the same? Yes, okay. So let's put one in over here as well. And one there. Can we get one in here? Excellent. Okay, so that actually covers a large part of the city. Now, where's the train? Still in the depot. Why is it not coming out? Game's still paused. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to unpause the game. We didn't have build whilst paused on for the live stream. I'm going to also stop that train. And I can't think of any reason. I've paused the live stream. I can't think of any reason why that would be a problem. So we will just go in here and do the thing that I need to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carriages. We'll take them off. And then we'll go mail van. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we'll get it on its way. And we'll get rid of those extra carriages. Okay, so we're remembering to do mail. We've done a diagonal line. We've not added loads of useless roads. We do want the town to grow, so we need to add that. We don't want to go straight to electric. So let's do the growth here. So separate station, holding control to build a separate station. Yeah, holding control to build a separate station. So what am I doing in the live streams now? Well, I'll tell you in a minute, because I'll have a look in a minute. So let's get a bus in. We're still going to try and grow these cities, because I think it's around 2 hours we've got in total. And we're going to clone it. And send it on its way. We'll do the same the other end. We've got any passengers waiting? Probably not yet. Let's put the growth stuff over here. Oh, actually, I think I just merged them. Let's just... I did that in the live stream as well. Yeah, that's one station. We don't want that. Let's try again. Station. Separate station. Separate station. Separate station. Brilliant. Okay, so now in the live stream, I'm messing around with big, complicated stations. So this is where we're going to make some time back. So I've done a diagonal line in this one, which takes more time and is more difficult. Whereas in that one, I did a quick, easy, simple line. Now, I've also spent a lot on stuff there. I've taken out the entire loan here. I haven't yet taken out the entire loan in the live stream. They're all separate. Brilliant. Okay, so there we go. We can now get another train. Okay, so let's wait for this train to come back. But we will send out some more trains, and we'll do it periodically. Okay, so that we're going to have well-spaced trains. So we've got quick and easy stations. The good signal spacing. We're going to do big, long trains. We're doing a relatively short one in the beginning, though. We've avoided farmland. We haven't gone straight to electric. We've done simple little depots. We've not added loads of useless roads in the town. And we are doing mail. So we are doing everything better based on the points in my part 1 video. So now in the live stream, I am roughly trying to work out what I'm going to do next, what's going where, and I've already spent like a lot of money, and I think I haven't got a lot going. So here we go. We've got our first train doing its first load there, and it's completely full of stuff. We're going to wait until it's roughly halfway down the line, and then we'll let the next train go. I think we've got a good amount of passengers and mail there to shift. Now, I can't remember in the live stream how much my trains made. I don't know exactly. I'm going to estimate it was in the region of... I think it was around 25 to 30,000. Okay, so let's let the next train go. Now, these trains will naturally space themselves out over time, but I wanted just to start well with that and have a good spacing. Okay, so now we need to start thinking about line number 2. So the line number 2 can be bigger and longer. I don't think I've actually... You know what? I think I'm full loading this train, so I don't think it's actually made its first journey yet. Or maybe it has. I've got 35... Maybe it made 36k. Maybe it made about 36k in the live stream. Okay, so we're going to get a second train coming to here, and then another train out. And then I think we want one more train in this line to keep this kind of loop going. This train has just arrived. How much money has it got there? Okay, so it's got 35 grand there, so it made some good money. Made some good money. It's on its way back, and we need to let this train go now. So I think we're going to let those 3 trains just keep going for a while, and we'll look at what we're going to do next, okay? Yes, alright, I just typed in chat in the live stream. I ran out of money with only 2 trains. I don't know if I took the loan there, actually. Well, I've got the loan here. So, wow, that is the difference. I have spent roughly a third of what I spent getting that running. I've got 2 trains there. I've got 3 trains here. That's the difference. Okay, now we need to look for a better big line. So for a bigger line, it doesn't matter too much the distance. So we don't want to start on top of a hill. This one's quite a good one, so we can just go for ages this way until we get to another big town. Or we could go... We can't go kind of west or south. We have to go north or east. It depends which way you look at it. So let's start here. Let's start doing that. Let's put the train station in over here. Again, we're just going to go with a 2-track, 7-length train station. I'll pop that in there. And again, just a simple little entrance. And I don't even know where this is going. All I know is it's going far that way. So, there's farmland. Straight away, I'm going to have to try and work my way around farmland. I think what we might do is wiggle this way down and then go across. Because we've got to go under this lake anyway. Okay. Kind of wishing I'd put the station over here now. I'm going to move it. I am going to pay to move it. It's not very often I do that, especially in games like this. Now, I could be building a little bit quicker. In the live stream, I was not narrating or talking. I was just concentrating on what I was doing. Where here, I'm talking to you about it. So there's a slight deficit there. So we'll go diagonal from here to get around this farmland. Now remember, once you've got loads of money, it doesn't matter so much. But let's just go for it. Okay, this is a bit wonky, so I am going to spend a little bit of money here, getting us to this. Then we're going to keep going diagonal. We're just going to go diagonal and do just one bit of farmland there. We'll go through that one piece of farmland. I'm not forbidding all farmland. Okay, we need a little wiggle here. Remember, a wiggle in a train length doesn't cause any problems. Now, we've got a relatively big river here to get over. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. I am going to spend the money to get rid of this. It's a little bit expensive, but it's going to mean our bridge is shorter and neater. So it's a little bit of an investment. Now, we've got farmland here. So ideally we want to... There's quite a lot of it. So we'll go around it. This diagonal is a little bit short, so it could potentially slow our trains down just a touch. Just thinking about if I could go over that river in any other way. Now, in the live stream, I think I might be saving up for my train, my train number 3. We've already got 3 trains, and we nearly have enough money to pay our loan off already. That's the difference that we've got at the moment. Okay, so we're still heading out this way. And what we're going to do shortly is head back to our first little moneymaker line. You always need a little moneymaker line. So, overall, trains are going backwards and forwards. Are they full? Okay, they're full. That one's full. Let's look at the station. Yeah, quite a lot there. Not so much on this side. Okay. So I'm thinking what we need to do is potentially put a full load on this side where it's really busy at Bimbra Bay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Bimbra Bay as the pacer, and then we're going to send it out the other way. Is that the way around to do it? Oh, that's the way around. I'm doing it anyway. Okay, where's this line that I'm building? It's here. Okay, so we need to find a city to send this line to. Preferably one that is somewhere in this direction. Now, I don't really want to go over this hill, so I might just make it come up a little bit. Then we can go over the top here. Kedinbury could be a candidate. Slenston, that looks like a relatively nice, neat, compact town. There is farmland. Oh, look at that. Great Drenningham. Kedinbury looks like a really good option in terms of where it is and its size, but the problem is getting a station in there. Maybe we need to come under that and come over here to one of these towns. Oh, they're a bit small though. That one's a good size. Again, we've got farmland, but never mind. I don't think I made a good choice going this way. Looks like I'm still saving up for another train in the first game, but now I can repay my loan already in this one. So far, I've done much better. Okay, I think here's where we're going to change tactic a little bit. I'm going to put a relatively sharp turn in here. No, I don't want a sharp turn in there. Okay. We're going to go along here. We're going to go along here. And we're going to go up. And we will bridge. Like this. And can I do the same bridge there? Yep. So we're going mostly diagonal, just not completely diagonal. I don't think I can bridge here. That's not going to like it. Let's do this. Let's build. Let's pay the money to go through that one. Okay, so we're doing some good diagonaling here. I do think it's going to have to be Kedinbury. Although, if we go on the far side of town, that is a brilliant place to put a station. So let's come up and out from there. And what am I doing in the original live stream? In the original live stream, I've been messing around with roads and upgrading the tracks at the stations. So we don't want to really be doing that. So I think what we're going to do is now we're going to come straight diagonal out of here. And then we'll just connect the two up. So we're going to miss this farmland. That's fantastic. We're going to have to go over this river. So let's do that and go up at the same time. I think I can do it like that. There we go. Then we'll continue to go diagonally. We need to work out what sort of land height we're going at here. We'll do a little bit of land chopping, I think. We've got a bit of money, but not a massive amount because we paid that loan off. Now, paying your loan off isn't really that important. Some people think it's like, oh. But to be honest, like, in the early game, you're better off spending your money than trying to save it and paying your loan off. Because if you spend money, that's an investment to get more money. And then when you get lots of money, you're good. Now, there's an antenna here. We're going to have to be careful about that. I think at the minute, yeah, at the minute we're going to crash straight into that. So what we'll do is we'll come up here. No. And as we're coming up, we'll also put a little extra bit of a kink in. There we go. That should get us around the antenna. Now I'm going to dig through here. We got 180,000 after the first year. Now the game, Spiffs game didn't start at the beginning of a year. It started partway through a year. I don't know why, it just did. So it makes it a little bit difficult to compare, but we will compare. We'll do some comparisons somehow. So we're going to come down here. There we go. And then somewhere along these lines, these are going to actually meet up. So do we go up here or dig it out? We're going to go up here. We just need to go over with a bridge. Hold control to build exactly the same bridge. There we go. And then diagonal tracks are a pain. The diagonal depots are even worse. Oh, look at that. We're hitting this piece of water. Get rid of it. Yeah, diagonal depots are worse. But is it worth the extra 33% in payment? I think it is. Oh, no, I missed it. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, so now we have a mostly diagonal service between these two places. Let's get those signals in. How much is it going to cost me in signals? I'm still messing around with road in the live stream. So there we go. That's $3,000. It was costing me so much more for that. Oh, okay. So in the live stream, my profit is somewhere in the 66,000 on the income graph. I'm just double checking. Oh no, I'm red. I'm red. I'm red. So I'm at about 100 grand on the operating profit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We are at least double. At least double. And we've got money in the bank to spend and our loan is gone. We can take out that loan if we need to. Okay, I think just get a service going. I'm going to clone one of these trains. I'm not going to hold control or anything because I don't want shared orders. There we go. It will copy the orders, but it won't be shared orders. So we're going to say go here, go down the line, go there. And I think with 2,200 that side and 4,000 this side, we're going to do the full load at front field. Full load. There we go. Get you on your way. And now we need to do the stations and the buildings and the road and stuff. So let's just see. Measure back this way. We can go up to there in the city that way. And is that the one past the football stadium? One past the football stadium there and one past there. So we can put a station in here. And we can also put one in here. And then we can do one there. And I think we should put one in here too. And one in the middle. There we go. We've got good coverage of the city there. And then, of course, we need the stuff to grow the city. So, bit of a road. So, I have got... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go like this. Build separate stations. So, I've got more money, double the amount of track, and so many vehicles. So much stuff. Let's see. Okay, so pop, 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 pop. Now having another look at the operating profit because DP did a fantastic exploit, which I think is very much in the spirit of the game. We've got the orders there. Okay, let's clone it and set them on their way. Is that our first full load train? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's full load already. Let's get that one going. And if we go to this side, we can go new vehicles. No, wait. No. We're not doing that. We're getting stuff ready. So let's measure out 12 so we can get to the river that side. Okay. And I have still one track, and I'm still trying to save for more trains. I spent it on electric trains, I spent it on lots of signals, and I didn't go diagonal. So let's go here. Here. And... oh, no, can't have that one. Here. And then that is some good coverage for that station. That'll do nicely. Then we want our growing mechanism, which we'll put it down over this way, I think. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 with a depot. Get the bus. There we go. So after however long we've already had, I have twice the amount of railway lines, way more money, way more vehicles. I think I've just taken out more loan in the game, I'm not sure. So we should be getting... oh, hang on, have we got a second train leaving already? Oh, the second train's gone. Where is it? There. We need more trains here. Where's the first train? There's the first train. Okay, let's keep an eye on this first train. Find out how much money it's going to make. You can put a prediction down in the comments if you wish. So this train is a 7-length train. It's travelling a rough Manhattan distance of... I would say... it's 200 that way. 200. It's travelling about 400, 450 squares. It's completely full on passengers and mail. And it's just getting into the station now. So let's find out how much this train's going to make. My estimation, 50 grand. maybe a little bit more. Let's find out. Hello? Oh, 79 grand. Okay, so I underestimated that a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I think I've just added more trains in the live stream. I haven't been paying a massive amount of attention to that. But we've got our second line running, and I need more trains already, I think. Yep. Every time a train leaves this station and a new one hasn't returned, we need another train. Now, these trains aren't going to make as much on the return journey because the amount of passengers waiting over here at Kedinbury is going to be about half. Okay, so these trains, they're going to come in, they're going to drop off their 70 grand's worth of stuff. Was it 70 grand? I can't remember now. Ching! 80 grand, sorry, 80 grand, lovely. I haven't got any depots on this line just yet, but I will throw some on. And you can see it's leaving now, and it's not completely full, it's about half full. So it'll make 40 grand on the return journey. Let's add some depots quickly. So anywhere there's like a straight segment, we can pop some depots. It needs to be straight and level-ish. No, look, see, that's what I was just talking about. It needs to be level-ish, otherwise we can't get a depot on it. Okay, so that's that distance. Let's have a depot at the end here. And let's also have one over here as well. So there we go. We're looking at the map at the moment in that game, seeing all the different bits and bobs that are around all over the place. And I think we're getting close to being able to do the comparison now. Here we go. I'm looking at the operating profit. And right, okay, we're pausing it there. We're calling it. Okay, that's the start. We've been going now for a while. I think that's a good measurement of how well things have gone. Although we haven't had that many trains on this line going yet. But in that game, I can see that me as that red player, I am making somewhere in the region, in fact, almost exactly 100,000 in operating profit. Now, look at how much we've got going on here. We've got an operating profit of 200,000. So the operating profit is already double. Okay, I have paid my loan off completely and I've got $500,000 in the bank account, and this line here that's making good money can have more trains on it. Like there's got capacity to shift more. What we could also do over here is, because this town isn't getting as many passengers, we could transfer passengers from Slenston over here, and we'd be making 80 grand in both directions. I think we probably should just wait for the next data point, just to see if we get more operating profit. And I think I need a couple more trains over here. And you could probably then build a third line that was better. I see, look, the first train's just about to come back, so that's a good time to do that. So far we have 8 trains. So you probably make the line up north that we've got, the first line. You come back over here and make this one bigger. So you'd get it extending out to like Nenningway or something. That'd be a good one, actually. Right across there. Brimber to Nenningway, if you can get the passengers in there. Let's get one more tick on that chart. I can't remember which... Oh, there you go. There you go. There's the tick on the chart to show the stuff that... Oh, I think we should do one more tick just to see what's going on. I can quite clearly say that this method is the same tactic as what I was using in the live stream, but using, doing smaller stations. There you go. Doing, let's see, we are in May of 1971 there, and we're in January of 1971 here. So that is actually about right for the two comparisons. Yeah, so by not making big, complicated stations and wasting my time on that at the beginning, larger signal spaces to save money, making sure that I'm planning out how many trains I'm using in different places with the limit of 30 in mind, going completely diagonal across the map instead of doing Manhattan movements, and going around the farmland, not using electric, And yeah, I didn't even bother to put roads on those cities to help them grow, and not doing mail. It's doing fantastic, and this is going to do even better when the towns are both grown on both sides and those trains are full load all the time. So looking at this, I can say that I am doing roughly 4.5 times better than I did in that live stream. And actually, I would be winning. Looking at the operating profit graph after this amount of gameplay, you can see, I'm not sure who that is. I'm not counting DP, I don't think, because they were doing an exploit that is completely out of there. It might be that they stopped the exploit and played properly afterwards, but I don't know. So I'm discounting that one result. But the second place person on there, I think, is Spiff. But no, it's not. Spiff's in third. So, yes. If I'd have done this in that game, I'd be first right now. Would I be finished first at the end of the game? I don't know. But it just goes to show how there's a difference between knowing what's good and playing well in a game. It's completely different. Competitive games and then more relaxed, like single-player Let's Plays, it's a different kettle of fish. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this relatively long video showing how with a few tweaks and changes, you can make a lot more money in OpenTTD. Watch out for these tips to come out in videos in the future. I will make proper tips videos because people like them. They don't want to sit down and watch this big long video with a long explanation and demonstration. Some people do, but in general, the public will want some quick tips. So I'll get them out there at some point. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. 1.2 million in the bank account compared to a completely taken out loan and no money, and more than quadruple the amount of operating profit. I think I proved my point. I made some pretty big mistakes in that live stream, and if I hadn't done, it would have been a different story. But there we go, hindsight, eh? Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and for now, goodbye.